left-sided heart failure, right-sided heart failure, preserved ejection fraction heart failure, reduced ejection fraction, what is the ACC classification of heart failure, what is NY classification. So all those clinical things we'll talk tomorrow. Okay? Thank you so much. More explanation of the pulse waveform. Because I didn't know, I was thinking you have covered those pulse waveforms in your med skills. But if you haven't, then I'll
Test, mic check, check 1 2, check 1 2.
When you're ready to part with it, I'm going to put your medallion right here. Perfect. Okay. Just so it can be presented to you officially.
Test, check 1 2, check 1 2, mic check. Mic check, test 1 2, test 1 2. Test, mic check, mic check. audio on that panel? Yeah. The main on this one's not be sitting down.
But the rooms combined, right? Yeah. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4. Check check check. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check check check.
There are three primary missions. One mission is the teaching, to train the next generation of healthcare providers. One is the service that we provide while we're training the next generation of providers. And then the third is to do something to make sure that as we go through a university like this and spend time here, we're doing something to advance the knowledge for the body of science for the next generation. And so this is one of those programs where we get an opportunity to highlight the work of someone who's done a remarkable job in both of those areas. Now, this is made possible by the Chancellor's Council. And what the Chancellor's Council is, it's a group of folks that we have across the system that donate money on an annual basis for us to do things above and beyond what we would normally have the budget to do in our standard budgetary process. So the members of the Chancellor's Council have done some remarkable things. This has been going on since 2001. So for the last 23 years, the Chancellor's Council has been supporting things like this. So over that period of time, we've honored almost 250 faculty members, and we've given out $1.5 million in scholarship money for students. So this is one of those things that is a wonderful way for us to give back to the universities. But the Chancellor's Council money is also used for other things when we have issues or emergencies that arise. So if you roll back, everybody can remember back in March of 2020 when COVID was starting to really just explode all over the globe. At that time, we had just over 150 students from Texas Tech University that were scattered around the globe. Most of them were at our campus in Seville, Spain. So Texas Tech University has a campus in Seville, Spain that stays very busy. And yet all these students that were over there for the spring semester when all of this started. And if you guys will remember, around the globe, countries started closing their borders as COVID was really taking off like wildfire. And so we had a meeting about this, and with the president of Texas Tech University, and actually Dr. Lang was in all of these meetings, the blessing that we had was that we have two of our universities that are health-related universities. So in every meeting we had, we always had medical people at the meetings to tell us the latest about what was going on with recommendations and the like. But in this meeting with the president from Texas Tech, when the number came up that we have 151 students in Spain that we need to get home, we said, okay, how do we get them home? And the president of Texas Tech said, well, our international assistant dean, our assistant dean for international studies, says they've taken survey, and those students want to stay there. So, well, of course they want to stay there. But this is an adult decision that will be made by the adults in the room. So with Chancellor Council money, this was on a Monday. By Thursday, we had all of those students home at no expense to them. On Friday, Spain closed its borders. So the funding that comes to support efforts like this is also funding that we use in time of a crisis. And so anybody here that's a member of the Chancellor's Council, thank you very much for that, because it gives us the opportunity to do really wonderful things. So with that, I'm going to turn this over to Dr. Rick Lang, and we're going to go ahead with the program. Thank you guys for being here.
My comments will be brief because I want to spend more time talking about the individuals that receive these awards. But I do want to talk about the importance of the awards, the importance of recognizing excellence in education and in research as well. Education, teaching. And by the way, there are some past award winners of the Chancellor's Award here in the room. And if you've won either the teaching or the research award, would you stand? I just want to recognize you. I see Tway back here. I see Raj here as well. Christy Blanco, Wendy Woodall, congratulations to you. You're about to have two outstanding candidates join you as well. as Ted said, there are 3 critical pillars to what we do here, and 2 of those being teaching and advancing discovery. I'm pleased today we're going to be able to recognize 2 outstanding leaders on our campus. They happen to be women, outstanding women leaders on our campus that are humble, they're accomplished, they're terrific at what they do. And it's interesting, one of them came up and thanked me, and I said, don't thank me, we want to thank you for what you do at this university. They are absolutely outstanding. And I can tell you, when the Chancellor wants to talk to me, I go to Lubbock. When he evaluates me, I go to Lubbock. He doesn't come here to see me. I go to see him. So the fact he's come here to honor you 2 says an awful lot about the value not only to our institution but to the system as well. So my congratulations to both of you. And I realize these individuals are, I'm going to say, internationally renowned, and I know because they have relatives here from England and Nigeria and Houston and Baltimore. And Irene, I know we tried to get Facebook going so the people in Poland could see you receiving your award as well. But I just want to tell you that we're very proud of you. We're so pleased that you're on our campus, and it's a delight to recognize you to everybody here on campus, people in our community, and for people around the world as well. Now, to tell us a little bit more, I'm going to ask our Vice President of Academic Affairs, Dr. Wendy Woodall, a past recipient of the award, to come up and provide more details. But again, our heartfelt congratulations to you and our sincerest thanks that you are here and leading our institution. So thank you.
So I am very pleased to be able to introduce each of these award recipients today. I'm going to start with the Distinguished Teacher Award, and the recipient is Dr. Sitru Tula Olemne Mayegu. Dr. Mayegun is a professor in the Department of Pediatrics in the Paul L. Foster School of Medicine. She completed her medical education at the College of Medicine in the University of Lagos, Nigeria in 1984, and the pediatric residency training at the Lagos University Teaching Hospital. She obtained MRCP and MRCP-CH designation from the United Kingdom's Royal College of Pediatric and Child Health in 1998 while in Kuwait and at Bury General Hospital in Greater Manchester. She completed a pediatric residency at Texas Tech University Health Science Center here in El Paso in 2008 and was employed as a pediatric faculty member in 2009. She also completed a mini fellowship in child maltreatment at UT San Antonio. Dr. Mayegun belongs to several professional memberships and has authored publications in infectious diseases, perinatology, neonatology, equity and inclusion, and general pediatrics. She authored a clinical guidelines handbook for pediatric residents and contributed to several book chapters. She is passionate about teaching and has received several teaching, mentoring, and clinic service awards. Her greatest achievements are in teaching, including in general pediatrics, research, and child advocacy. Congratulations.
Anthony, come on over, Anthony.
Oh, okay.
I said, there's a check as well. I don't know where it is, okay? The Chancellor may still have it, okay? But we're not going to get out until it comes. Yeah. But there's a monetary award as well that goes with it, so thank you, Sister Kate.
Thank you so very much. I'm so grateful. I will hold my tears, and I know how difficult it is, but I'll try my best. Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Sitratola Olaunmi Mayegun. Need to hold this. Okay, I will try. I'm deeply humbled and honored to receive this distinguished faculty teaching award. I honestly can't thank everyone enough. You've all been there for me from the beginning. This award solidifies my beliefs and inspires me to keep working even harder to align my goals with the vision and mission of our university. Standing here, I'm mindful of what a long journey it has been at Texas Tech El Paso, 18 years plus. This is a validation for years of hard work and sacrifice. I'm sorry. Thank you so very much to the sponsors and Texas Tech Lubbock administration for considering me worthy of this award. Teaching is a tough job as we handle the responsibility of shaping the next generation of physicians and other healthcare workers. Every day brings new challenges and fulfillment as we navigate the ever-changing technologies and updates, and we have to keep up. Thank you to all the learners that gave me the opportunity to be part of their professional journey. And also thank you for allowing me to learn from you. I'm a different person from the person I was when I came to El Paso. Thank you to my Texas Tech pediatric family. For giving me the opportunity to chase my dreams and realize my goals to the best of my ability. Huge thanks to all my mentors, some of them are here, my sponsors, my advisors throughout my professional career. I'm beyond grateful and thankful to the Almighty God for the constant guidance. To my friends and colleagues, I'm so thankful for you in my life. The unrelenting love from my family, my siblings, all the way from Nigeria, England, all over America. They're all here today. My children and grandchildren, their love has been my driving force. I love you all so very much. I'm sorry. I thought I was going to be strong, but it's difficult. Thank you also very much from the bottom of my heart, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
I am also pleased to announce the Distinguished Research Award, and that goes to Dr. Irene Sarosiek, who is a professor of medicine and the director of the GI motility and neurostimulation research in the Department of Internal Medicine at the Paul L. Foster School of Medicine. During the last 14 years, she has directed the Federal National Institutes of Health, National Institute of Diabetes and Digestive and Kidney Diseases Gastroparesis Clinical Research Consortium, and has successfully established a motivated, successful, and reputable center here in El Paso. She obtained her medical degree from the Medical University in Białystok, Poland, and completed her internship and fellowship at the University Hospital in Poland. Dr. Sarosiek is an expert in the field of neurogastroenterology and motility, With more than 25 years of experience, she has conducted extensive clinical and translational research, primarily focused on the therapeutic application of gastric electrical stimulation, pacemakers, transcutaneous electrical acupuncture, advanced neuromodulation techniques, and diagnostic procedures such as the wireless motility smart pill, MoPill, and ATMO capsule technologies. She has published 450 research papers, including 12 book chapters, articles in peer-reviewed scientific journals and abstracts. Dr. Sarashek has presented the results of original and collaborative research at over 160 international and national symposia and conferences. She's a member of the editorial board for the Journal of Translational Gastroenterology and acts as a reviewer for 12 journals. Her honors and awards include 2 American College of Gastroenterology Outstanding Scientific Research Awards, the PLF-SOM Dean's Excellence in Research, the 2017 El Paso Inspirational Women of the Year Award, 3 Outstanding Research Mentor Awards, and the Tinsley Harrison Award for the Best Manuscript published in the American Journal of Medical Sciences in 2017. Let's welcome Dr. Sarashek.
This is heavy. It's beautiful. It's beautiful even though it's heavy, but my heart is full of emotions, so I guess together they make good match. I don't see everyone. Good morning, everybody. I am Irene Sarashek, and I am here to celebrate something what I think each of you would like to have on your CV in the future. So we both save spots for you for the some establishment of those awards probably in your academic career. I was told I can talk as long as I wish. And this was not good advice because I can talk. So be with me, because if you think I'm not nervous, I am, but I'm very happy. And for me to be here and to say thank you very much for introduction. I think I have to be very old to have so many papers on my agenda, but that's the case. But Dr. Mayu Gunn, congratulations on getting this award today. I am very proud of you, and I thank you for your effort in teaching not only our students, residents, also parents who are serving for their children as your patients. So thank you very much for your effort. Dear Dr. Mitchell, Chancellor, thank you for coming to El Paso. I feel very happy and honored to have this privilege to see you here. Dr. Lang, President, thank you very much. I don't know who put me on a list of nomination, but I think somebody had to be on a higher level, so thank you very much. Dr. Aung, thank you for your support. I feel very much your presence in everything what I do here, and I am very, very happy for your support. Dr. McCallum is not here, but I mentioned his name. He is my mentor, coach, and very close friend for 27 years. He's in Australia, and he could not be with us together, but I'd like to mention his presence also. Beloved family of Texas Tech, our institution, we love people who work as a faculty, internal medicine, and all other divisions, departments of our school. Here are my Polish friends from my organization, so thank you very much for coming and being here and supporting me with my endeavors. And I also would like to mention that many friends and my family, especially my sister Halinka, who is in Poland, and I hope she's watching now. Hi. And my two other children who could not make it for today, my son Conrad is in Nashville very busy with his patients, and my son in Boston is very busy with his work. But I have my daughter, my baby, Alexandra, who came to see us. So thank you, Alex, for your effort. My grandchildren, if they are watching and skipping their classes, don't tell anyone. Sorry, just I am sure I cannot hug you, but I can keep you in my heart, as I always do. So here I am, your grandma, and I'm standing in the front of all of you to convey my heartfelt gratitudes for being in my life, for being present at various times of our American growth, for being patient with my challenges, for coaching me, encouragement, support, and most importantly, believing in me. You all know I love research. That's what I actually do every single day. I didn't know that's possible for me, but that's what I love. And I spent many years on trying many different things to help patients around, go beyond the pharmacy, go beyond the possible things into unknown territory, which is actually many different tools and medications for our patients. My life, I think, is like an abstract or manuscript, which I keep writing for all those years. So let's go through the journey by using the same strategy, which is in our papers, starting with the introduction or background. You will be with me for a while, so just listen to it, because but that's my time in life. So on October 20th in 1986, I landed with my children at JFK Airport in New York City. I came here because I follow very dramatic Chernobyl explosion, maybe some of you remember. And at the time, my husband was in the United States, and he invited me to come with children just to spend maybe 1 year in the United States. He was then working as a research fellow at the GI lab at New York Medical College. I had 3 children and 3 suitcases when I landed here. And I had no idea what is going to happen next, what will be on my agenda, or who will assist me with anything. I will say hello to me or my children. I didn't speak any English, and my children didn't either. We knew probably one sentence or one word, okay. This is international word, many people didn't know. We knew okay. And that's what we used to say, everything will be okay. Now I know this phrase very well. We had no fear. We had no awareness of any American reality, no expectations, no close family. We had nothing but each other. It appears to me that I was actually nobody. I felt for a while that I am on the wrong planet. Nobody knows me, nobody needs me. Nobody knows what is in my heart, what I am thinking about. I had to adjust my life to be able to survive. And I started with learning English, making so many mistakes, making sentences wrong order, you name it, I have done it. My children, very often, they had to translate things for me and help me out in a store or calling somebody on the phone because nobody could understand me. But when we landed here, to escape the radiation-polluted food in Poland, we're very happy that kids will have something good to eat, in a sense. And they had orange juice for the first time in their lives. Can you imagine? That's the blessing of America. Nothing mattered, actually, because everything around us was very beautiful, very gorgeous, and incredible. All the lights of New York, everything made an impression. So, not knowing English, I knew I have something to do in America. Something must be there on my horizon. So here is my goal in my manuscript or my abstract. I believe my study was ready to investigate if female Polish physician could come to the new continent, enter the new field of medicine, in this case research, and help patients who spoke language foreign to her. My second goal was to see if I can work with someone for 27 years, having the same goal, going forward from University of Virginia, University of Kansas, and being here. And I'm talking about Dr. McCallum. My methodology could be described as a prospective, randomized, placebo-controlled trial, which was followed by open-label, long-term observational descriptive research. The investigation lasted 28 years, long time. Participants in this study were 1 female, 1 male, and 3 children. Intervention and point of interest of my research included all personal emotions, approaches, decisions, graduations, green card availabilities, citizenship recipients, changing location, moving through the United States, employment status, number of published papers, age index, presentations, many levels on my horizon, NIH grants, number of patients who received neurostimulation from us, and I think this is a very important part of my being and my achievements. And at the same time, doing surgery, patients who had the last hope with us, undergoing some research studies, and many other committees, friends, possible higher number of ladybugs. I collected them all my life, so I have huge boxes of ladybugs. So the scale of to use for calculation this data was stress level, working hours, frequent headaches, attempts to listen to smooth jazz once in a while, visit family, and cascade of my tears, which I shed on my pillows. There was many challenges. There was many times when I could easily give up on almost everything. I didn't do it. I'm too stubborn, I think, or maybe my husband thinks I'm too ambitious, but I kept going. But I had those moments, like all of us, because we are humans. So Poland was on my agenda to visit very often, especially my parents were alive, and I wanted to see how my heart was still shaped by Poland and the structure of my roots, they grew in Poland. Statistical analyses were performed without using any Sigma-Stat softwares. I don't know, Dr. Dwivedi is here. We didn't ask for any help. We didn't do it with the software, so we're very limited, to say the least. Data was obtained by fantastic research coordinators who, over many years, assisted with their computer skills, teaching me how to use computer very often, and caring about our patients. And the names of those coordinators, not in order, not all of them, but Denise is here. Karina, if is here, then I would like to say thank you. Natalia, Adriana, America, Sean, who is not here, Christina, Nancy Kastner, and there is one lady in the room, I see her face too, Myrna Arvizo. If you don't know her and you are scared of research, please drop your problems, go to her. She solves everything. She is absolutely important pillar for me to learn from, to count on, and be absolutely acquainted and know her as a friend. So Myrna, thank you for your presence and orchestrating our whole team achievements in this institution. So from methodology, we go to results. Mean age was difficult to establish based on a high numbers used for calculation. I guess if you add my husband's age, my age, and our children, that's tough to do it and hard to comprehend. But sample size was not provided on the beginning, and that's our mistake too. But it is very unpredictable how many grandchildren I could have in my life. Therefore, my study, my abstract could not be predicted with a number of sample size. And 3 kids who were 5, 7, and 9 years old when we came here. And in a blink of the eye, they were all in college almost at the same time. They all went to the university at the same time. For us to handle their problems and have many probably unsleep nights was a challenge. And the worst of everything probably, and I hope you agree with me too, was just to notice unwelcome wrinkles and deep lines, how quickly they come, and they are for sure not appreciated. What do you do with them? I used to say to my grandchildren, each wrinkle you have to deserve to have it. So this comes with the experience. So here we are now. Personal outcomes, the work-related graphs, tables, diagrams, exhibited as a constant line going in a non-trajectory line with a p-value of less than 0.001. Personal outcomes, soon after 3 of my children, they married, so we had another 3 children of in-law in our family, and then we have 8 grandchildren who absolutely spin our planet in so many directions and keep doing this as long as we will be here on Earth with them. As a result, I can tell you that Dr. McCallum, mentor, coach, clinician, and very high expectations towards people he works with, and is very compassionate doctor. So he's the result of my abstract too. But the most predictable participant in this trial was my beloved husband, Dr. Jerzy Starosiek. I love you. The best spouse of 47 years we are together, who should be recognized as the most important Marken and a vessel in my heart. Thank you for everything. So here are conclusions. Conclusion in my abstract. Number 1, while the mission has been accomplished, Mr. President, there is still work to be done, and many patients rely on us. Many students need us, and of course, our faculty, they still appreciate we are still with them. As a woman, and each of you ladies in a room, please understand we can build bridges between continents. We can build bridges between people. We can make things happen. But at the same time, we need our men to support us. And that's why women's group and organizations on a campus are very important for us when we can uplift the spirits of those who are on a brink to going in different direction. Point number 2, believing in yourself is a magical feature. You must find and treasure this for all your life, because the next generation of scientists is requested to take this hope and carry forward for other people to enjoy as a sign of the goodness, sign of good leadership, a sign of compassion. Home take message is very short. Thank you for nominating me today. Thank you for nominating the lady. Thank you, we got awards. Thank you for being hopeful for the future for many of you be behind this microphone and get this medal. That's very important. And thank you for the school. Thank you for the institution giving us the opportunity, actually, to make our lives, our work, so appreciated. That's the opportunity you give us. We took it, ran with it, and here we are today. Today is the day of my American dream being fulfilled. And sincerely, I can't be more grateful to be a part of this family and to be included in a faculty of Texas Tech University Health Sciences Center. Thank you very much.
So for all the family members that are in attendance, it's important to note this is the highest faculty award given by our system. So let's give them another round of applause. Normally, when good things are happening around the university, when good things are happening around the system, Dr. Lang or myself or somebody like that is called and they have us come up there in front of people and they take all kinds of pictures and they make the two of us feel very good about what we're doing, when the fact of the matter is all the work's being done by everybody else. We're the ones that are always front and center, but for an organization like this to succeed, what everybody does is absolutely a critical part of it. And it doesn't matter what the position is you have. If everybody's not doing their thing, then none of this works. And all these wonderful missions that we have for education and research and service, none of them will work unless everybody's working together. There's a great story about a fellow named Charles Plum. Charles Plum was a naval fighter pilot during the Vietnamese War. He flew 75 combat missions off the USS Kitty Hawk aircraft carrier. He was shot down, parachuted down, was captured, and spent 6 years in a Vietnamese prisoner of war camp. Years later, after the war was over, he was at a restaurant with his family, and a young man came up to him and said, "You're Charlie Plum, aren't you?" And he said, "Yeah, I'm Charles Plum. How'd you know that?" He says, "You were a naval fighter pilot on the Kitty Hawk." He says, "Really?" He said, "How'd you know that?" He says, "I was a sailor on that ship. I packed your parachute." And Plum, who had retired from the Navy as a captain, said, "This guy saved my life." And how many times was I on that carrier walking around as a hotshot pilot, not even noticing the sailors around that were doing all the work? So what I would ask everybody here, go home and think about who it is that packs your parachute. Thank you guys for being here. We have refreshments. We hope you guys will mix and mingle, but we appreciate you guys being here more than you know. Have a great afternoon.